How does a biker become a Volvo driver? Our love is about laying ourselves on the line for each other. It's an absolute, it's all or nothing. It's really funny and really painful. It's everything. It's transforming. We were match made by Louise. When she finally got us together at her party, we circled round each other, gradually getting closer until we started dancing at the end of the night. We didn't let go of each other for months. I discovered that we'd been in the same rooms at parties and gigs years before we even knew Louise. I'm glad we didn't meet then. We wouldn't have been ready for each other. I jumped heart first into our relationship. He moved in with me far too soon, and we just got on with it. Our love was putting the past behind us, being daft but getting serious, going out and staying up all night. On our first anniversary, he arranged a surprise party for me. When he sang our song, I felt it through my whole body. Everything else around us just disappeared. By our second anniversary, we'd become a family. I didn't need anything more. The world was smaller, but a million times more vivid. Our love is putting effort into brilliant meals and barbecues, putting up with each other and making a garden grow. It's staying in when the other one's out. It's arguments. It's walking out and coming back. It's moods, bad months, sacrifice, washing up and big plans. Our love still gives me a rush. Our love makes our daughter beautiful and strong. And it made us buy a big, safe car.
"20 years ago on a trip to Zanzibar with my father, I met this woman that I never met before in my life. The moment she saw me, she started kissing me and hugging me. I didn't know who she was, so I asked my uncle and he told me. Many years ago she was my father's childhood sweetheart and they were engaged to be married. But unfortunately they had to live their separate ways because of the war and disease and sickness in the village. He came to England and married my mother and settled. Back in Africa, his sweetheart waited and waited and waited for almost 50 years in the hope he would return and be married. I could not believe it. Why had my father done this? Did he not love her? Did he not care? Did he think she was dead? Did he love her now? I asked my father, but he wouldn't tell me. Perhaps he was worried I would go back and tell my mom. My father decided to stay in the village, and for the last months of his life, he lived there with his sweetheart. 6 months after he died, she died too, and they were buried together. Back in England, my mom was grieving. When I told her what I knew, she didn't take it seriously, and I didn't want to upset her anymore. As for me, while I was there, I was promised to one of my distant cousins in marriage, but before I left, I told her not to wait. I hope she won't, for her sake.
When I got the job in the bar, I thought it would be just straightforward pulling pints, but actually, it turned me into a love spy. And to be honest, I got a buzz off it. Don't you just love the ones with that cheeky glint in their eye? Oh, you can see there's no issues between them. They're just out for a good time. I'm just wondering, does she know his wife is sitting at home waiting for him? And the flirts. Now they are fun to watch. And I'm tempted to think, oh, bless.